All right, that's enough of that. Greetings all. Oh, there I am. Gosh, that looked very blue at first. Welcome to the new unmoderated chat. Greetings all. Yes, totally unmoderated. That's right. I'm taking a leaf out of Beyond the Imaginary Curves playbook. There you go. Oh, you're such a beta male, Antonio. Oh, am I? Let's see. I'm just looking in the chat. It's good. Thanks. Thank you, Vincent. And get that cap on. It's over there. No, not right now. It's not that cold. Usually I wear it because it's a bit chilly in this place. Right. Okay. Let me see. This is going to be, well, trust, yeah, see for yourselves. Okay, first, this. I'm showing this for educational purposes. YouTube, Google censors. This is for educational purposes. Let's listen to Vsauce explain to us something magical about physics and mirrors and reflections. Okay? We're going to listen to it twice.
You can demonstrate this effect by outlining the size of...
We're going to demonstrate an effect that was mathematical in construction. Now we're going to test the effect. I'm not going to play the whole of the video. We're just going to test the proof. Okay?
Your own head as it appears on the surface of a mirror using a bar of soap. Now, because you aren't here...
Listen to what he's saying, please.
You can demonstrate this effect by outlining the size of your own head as it appears on the surface of a mirror using a bar of soap. Now, because you aren't here, let's pretend that this phone is your head and its camera is your eye. We begin up close. The camera looks really big from this perspective. Let me just carefully trace around the outside so we can compare later. Good, good, good. Okay.
Very
now,
good.
I'm going to pull away from the mirror. Clearly, the phone is smaller, right? Well, if I reach out and once again carefully trace the edges, there we go, I will find that I have drawn a rectangle that is the exact same size.
Oh my gosh!
Your image on the surface of a mirror from your own perspective is always the same size, whether you are a few centimeters away from the mirror or a few kilometers away.
Your image in the mirror is always the same size. This comes from Vsauce. Physics! That's right. Let's watch again.
Let me just carefully trace around the outside so we can compare later. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull away from the mirror. Clearly, the phone is smaller, right? Well, if I reach out and once again carefully trace the edges, there we go, I will find that I have drawn a rectangle that is the exact same size.
Oh.
Your image on the surface of a mirror from your own perspective.
Your image on the surface of a mirror from your own perspective
is always the same size, whether you are
is always the same size, whether you are close up,
centimeters away from the mirror, or a few kilometers away. Your image
Wait.
on the surface of a mirror, in fact, is always...
Nah, okay. It's just silliness, the rest of what he says. I'm going to play it one more time so we all have clear what he's explaining, okay? Okay.
Trace around the outside so we can compare later.
This is a close-up, close to the mirror.
Now,
very good.
I'm going to pull away from the mirror. Clearly, the phone is smaller, right? Well, if I reach out and once again carefully trace the edges, there we go, I will find that I have drawn a rectangle that is the exact same size.
Gosh!
Your image on the surface of a mirror from
Your image from the surface of a mirror,
your own perspective,
from your own perspective,
is
always
the same size, whether
the same size whether
you are a few centimeters away from the mirror
you're a few centimeters away from the mirror
or a few kilometers away.
or a few kilometers away. Good gosh, that is just stunning. That's magic, the magic of physics. Let's test that, shall we? Because this is the thing that happens with the stupid people. They hear something and you say, have you ever checked that? And they go, no, I'm not that stupid. That's literally what stupid people say. No, I'm not checking because I'm not that stupid. This is what, what's his name said? Kyle on the Non Sequitur show. I've had friends of mine actually say that. I don't need to check. Things like, I don't need to check. Okay. Play. What you see here is a drawing on a mirror of my hand. It's a drawing of the reflection of my hand. I haven't just simply drawn around the hand, you know, like children in a kindergarten. I've actually drawn. It's difficult to show, but I held my hand up to the mirror and drew the reflection. But it's very difficult to show now with the thing. But any of you can do it. And this doesn't mean just drawing around your hand. You always end up with, you know, thicker. No, draw the reflection. Obviously, it's a little bit tricky because, well, you're changing your angle of view from one side of the thumb to the other side and so on. It doesn't matter. You're getting me, aren't you? I drew the reflection of my hand on the mirror from close up. Reflection. According to physics, no matter how far away you go, the reflection of the hand is always going to be that size. Let's check that, shall we? Wait, I'm going to play it again. Oh, it's such a tease. Such a tease. Watch again and marvel at the magic of the real world. What you see here is a drawing on a mirror of my hand. It's a drawing of the reflection of my hand. I haven't just simply drawn around the hand, you know, like children in a kindergarten. I've actually drawn the reflection. According to physics, no matter how far away you go, the reflection of the hand is always going to be that size. Let's check that, shall we? Oopsies! Oopsies! Seems like physics teaching things that are not true. Oh no! The lies we trust. Now we're going to listen to the Dim Dim say that what I just showed doesn't happen.
Image on halfway between the two. The triangles you form with a mirror are similar regardless of where you stand. You can
regardless of where you stand. Close up or far away. No, stupid. You're a stupid.
Demonstrate this effect by outlining the size of your own head as it appears on the surface of a mirror using a bar of soap. Now, because you aren't here, let's pretend that this phone is your head and its camera is your eye. We begin up close. The camera looks really big from this perspective. Let me just carefully trace around the outside so we can compare later. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull away from the mirror. Clearly, the phone is smaller, right? Well, if I reach out and once again carefully trace the edges, There we go. I will find that I have drawn a rectangle that is the exact same size. Your image on the surface of a mirror from your own perspective is always the same size, whether you are a few centimeters away from the mirror or a few kilometers away.
Now, imagine how big the hand in that mirror would look from a few kilometers away.
Image on the surface of a mirror, in fact, is always half your actual size.
It just compounds it even more. The reflection in the mirror is always half the actual size. So we're going to go again. I'm going to play it again. See that reflection in the mirror, and I'm going to hold my hand up to it. Apparently, according to physics, that drawing on the mirror is half the size of my hand. I beg to differ. I think it's roughly the size of my... Most certainly not half the size of my hand. But let's go. Let's just enjoy it.
Here is a drawing on a mirror of my hand. It's a drawing of the reflection of my hand. I haven't just simply drawn around the hand, you know, like children in a kindergarten. I've actually drawn the reflection. According to physics, no matter how far away you go, the reflection of the hand is always going to be that size. Let's check that.
Now, just to mention, that's retarded. No matter how far away, the reflection in the mirror is going to be the same size. That's literally what he said. I'm not reinterpreting or misinterpreting. I'm repeating what he said verbatim. No matter how far away, same size. Dude, what version of reality do you have playing in your brain?
Wait. Oopsies. Oopsies. Seems like physics teaching things that are not true. Oh no! The lies we trust.
And now, because I just love doing this, I'm going to play him explaining how what you just saw doesn't happen in the real world. No, because you see, he holds a mirror up to quite close to he holds a phone at some distance from the mirror, and then he moves that phone about 12 inches away from where he was holding it previously. See? There you go, that's all the proof. So, you're going to see now.
Using a bar of soap. Now, because you aren't here, let's pretend that this phone is your head and its camera is your eye.
Now, you might say to yourself, hey, that's interesting. We could draw a box around the mirror right now. Yeah, could just draw a box around it and see if when he brings it up close to the mirror, that box is the same size.
We begin up close. The camera looks really big from this perspective. Let me just carefully...
So does the soap.
Trace around the outside so we can compare later. Good, good, good. Okay, now I'm going to pull away from the mirror. Clearly, the phone is smaller, right? Well, if I reach out and once again carefully trace the edges, there we go, I will find that I have drawn a rectangle that is the exact same size.
Wow, amazing. Let's listen some more.
Your image on the surface of a mirror from your own perspective is always the same size, whether you are a few centimeters away from the mirror or a few kilometers away.
Let's watch this again and imagine whether if I had a very long brush, you know, like maybe on at the end of a pipette. Let's see if I'd be able to draw my hand when I'm far away from the mirror. Let's see if it would be the same size as this one. Let's see.
What you see here is a drawing on a mirror of my hand. It's a drawing of the reflection of my hand. I haven't just simply drawn around the hand, you know, like children in a kindergarten. I've drawn the reflection. According to physics, no matter how far away you go, the reflection of the hand is always going to be that size. Let's check that, shall we?
Good gosh! If I now drew around my hand, the new drawing around my hand will be, well, rather a lot tinier than the other one, because you can just see it with your own eyes, right?
Oopsies! Oopsies!
In fact, I could draw it right there, couldn't I? And the whole of my hand would fit within the palm of the hand of the other one, with room to spare inside that palm.
Like physics, teaching things that are not true. Oh no, the lies we trust.
It's as simple as that, folks. Just check the physics that's being taught. Just check it. Just check. Now, we're now going to move on to something more interesting and more truthful from the sexy, oh, not him, no, not him, no, from, first, we'll go from him, sexy, no, we're going to see some more lies that you can just check yourself with your own eyes whilst he's saying it. You can then check in the real world, do the setup that he shows. So let's see.
Way a shadow doesn't travel.
This is being shown for educational purposes too. What is the speed of dark? Vsauce.
At all. That's an illusion caused by us thinking that a shadow is a physical thing, when in reality, a shadow is just the lack of physical things. Photons, which...
The lack of physical things. What physical things, Vsauce? Photons. Oh, the physical. Yes. How much do they weigh? Oh, that's a good question. What if you get a whole bunch of them, put them together? How much do they weigh? Oh, is it? Anyway.
Along at the speed limit of the universe. But that doesn't mean...
At the speed limits of the universe. Sure. Now, we're going to move on to here. To this experiment. That's right. It's an experiment. Some of you might say, it's not really. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about, just shut up. It's better that way. Hear that, Wally and Wolfie? So, we're now going to watch, and whilst he's talking, we're going to pay attention to what we're seeing and compare what we're seeing with what he's saying.
Right before they actually make contact, the shadows seem to magically bulge toward...
Right before they make contact, the shadows seem to magically bulge towards each other. Let's go again.
Watch as Guy brings two shadows near each other. Right before they actually make contact, the shadows seem to magically bulge toward one another.
Is that really what we see? Because I'm going to now go back very slowly. I think I see the shadow from the straight line bulging towards the circular shadow. I think that's what I'm seeing. I don't know about you guys, but that seems to be what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing the shadow from the circular object bulging towards the other. Watch, there's a bit of pixelation. But oh, look, looks like the circle is still circular. The straight line is no longer straight line. Circle is still circular. Straight line, still straight line. Now you can't tell between the two, but you can definitely tell, well, the straight line is no longer straight line. Oh, good gosh. Good gosh. But no, according to the physics, they both reach towards each other. Not really. Looks like the straight line is reaching towards the circle. Why is that? Because light travels in filaments. They prefer circular bundling. That's right. Hey, what works like this? Water. That's right. Water does this too. Oh no, it looks like lights has some type of viscosity. Looks like filaments like to keep coherence. That's right. Uh-oh. Now we're going to look at the sexy. This sexy. Who's this? Physics girl. We're going to look at her. And this is just interesting to do with reflections and mirrors and things.
Have you ever wondered
Again, for educational purposes.
why mirrors appear to flip things horizontally, but not vertically? For example, this piece of paper that says food now...
Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm displaying the right type of display that I want to be displaying. No, I wasn't. So I'm going to display this one. Which means that I can go into the chat. No, not this one. That's me there in the face. in the face. This one. There you go. Play.
doof in the mirror. With backwards letters, of course, but they're still right side up. How would the mirror know the X direction from the Y direction? Another example, if I raise my right hand, the mirrored me raises her left hand. But if I put my hand up in the air, she also puts her hand up, not down. So what's going on? My first knee-jerk response is that our eyes are horizontal in our heads. But the problem with this hunch is that if you close one eye and look in the mirror, go ahead and try it. The text still reads backwards. Let's look again at the word food. When I read it, it's facing me and I see food. But when I turn it toward the mirror, wait a minute, I turn it. The mirror is reflecting it backwards because I am presenting it backwards. Think of it this way. If I look at the word, it is facing me. When I look at it in the mirror, I turn it away from me, and in doing so, I flip it horizontally. That's why it appears horizontally flipped or backwards. What if instead I flipped it away from me like this? That's a vertical flip, and now the word is flipped upside down. It still reads food, F-O-O-D, in the correct order, but now the letters are vertically flipped. So if I'm doing the flipping, then the mirror is not. Take an arrow and point it to the right. The reflection in the mirror goes to the right. Point it up, it goes up. Left, it goes left. Down, it goes down. Forward, it goes... Wait a minute. If I point the arrow forward, the reflection goes backward. So the mirror is flipping the image, but it's flipping it in the Z direction. That's what's causing all of this confusion. When you look at your reflection in the mirror, it almost looks like you've walked around to the other side of the mirror and you're facing yourself. Hey, Meg.
Hey,
What side is my right hand on?
my left side.
What side is my left hand on?
My right side.
Perfect, just like a mirror. But there's one problem. Let's take a closer look at our mirrored hands. Mine says R,
But mine says L.
in a mirror image, her hand would say R backwards. To get Meg's hands to look like this, I'd have to flip her image horizontally. But we said that mirrors don't flip horizontally, so that's where the flip in the Z direction comes in. If I could take my body and flip it through itself in the Z direction, I would get my mirror image. I know this was easier to see with an arrow, but I can also show it with a left-handed glove. If I hold it out in the Z direction, flipping it front to back would be the same thing as turning it inside out. Then it would be a right-handed glove, and it would fit on the right hand of the me in the mirror. All I did was flip the glove front to back. So why do we think things are horizontally flipped when they're really not? Well, consider our daily experiences. Most of the words we see in the mirror are on t-shirts. We don't think of them as horizontally flipped, but that's exactly what we do when we put them on. We flip them away from our normal reading position. Another part of the problem is that most of us are left and right symmetric. That causes you to see your reflection in the mirror as a normal-looking person facing you. To face yourself without the mirror, you'd have to turn around, and that's a horizontal flip. It's hard to see what's wrong with this image unless you look closely. But if you turn to face yourself by doing a handstand, that's a vertical flip, and it's pretty obvious what's wrong with this image because we're not vertically symmetric. So to answer the question, why do mirrors appear to flip things horizontally? Because you flipped them horizontally. So the mirror is just showing you what you presented to it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. That was very interesting. Now, let's pause this. And I'm going to tell you a story. First, I'm going to... Well, let me see. What am I doing? Yes, that will do. Right, I can close this all together. Yes. And I'm going to tell you a story. First, where is it? Display capture. Yes. I'm going to display this because it's for the story, see? I'm just going to make it bigger, that's all. There. Forget the play button, ignore it. It's got no significance whatsoever. Before I tell you this story, I'm going to, no, never mind. Before I tell you this story, I'm going to explain why I've been talking about cosmology. Which is astrophysics, okay? Astrophysics, same thing. The globelings think that they're on a globe because of the stars in the sky, the lights in the sky. They know their theory says it's all balls, apart from the ones that are cloudy type, and apart from the ones that are the shape of potatoes or peanuts or meteorites and meteors and okay. But the lights in the sky, they think they know what those things are. They think the sun is a big fireball. They think the moon is a big round dead rock thing. And they think the same of the other planets. Forgetting the planets and the moon and these things that they really think they know about, they don't. They also think they know about the stars, and the stars are just far away things that are, well, small because they are far away. The stars and the whole thing scrolls across our skies, and this is why they think that the whole Earth is a ball and turning. But their story about the stars, which is the foundation on which they think they're on a ball and turning, is demonstrably false. It's wrong. The data is in, it's wrong. The origin of the whole thing is wrong. The information is in, the data is in, it's wrong. It's not true. When you pay attention to how they try to twist what the evidence says versus what they've been explaining, where the data says, no, bitch, you're wrong. They say, no, this means forward means backwards, very fast means very slow, the future means the past, moving away means moving towards. That's what they do. So I've just been highlighting that, so that when a globeling says anything about the stars or about the motion of the stellar objects, I can just ridicule them with their own information. They have been informed with corrupt ideas. The real world presents data, information that, well, it's just there, it's for anyone to take, like mirrors exist in the real world, reflections from mirrors exist in the real world, and anyone can check whether the physics matches the real world. You find it doesn't match the real world. Oopsies, there's something wrong with the physics. And it's that physics that goes on to explain the distance of the stars and all of that silliness. The real world says, nah, you're wrong. Now, recently Wakey Wakey did a video where he basically cross-examined a astrophysicist, and she was just completely at a loss all of the time about every single question. But never mind that. I've been highlighting the ridiculousness, that the falsehoods, the patent lies of the cosmology of the globe. Now that the globelings with me know they have no foot on the no foot to stand on, nothing to stand on. Now that's their position. So when they come to debate me, if they do come to debate me, they're going to have to debate me on the real world and how the real world really works, including reflections. And in that situation, they have to explain how their physics gets it so incredibly, demonstrably wrong. So it's like, wow, they're cornered as are the majority of the dimwit flat earthers. Now I come to story. Okay. You see the map you're seeing in front of you. Let me see. Yes, I'm displaying properly. And then I'm going to go in the chat, see how you're all doing without your wrenches, and chill with you all. You have a pond. That pond is oval in shape. That's interesting. The sky maps are oval. Forget that. Don't worry about it. They would tell you they're oval for a different reason. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, we're not talking about the sky anymore. Now we're talking about the land and the surface, the physical surface, including the water and those less physical things like wind. Okay, now we have our pond, and we have, well, top left another pond, and top right another pond, and to the bottom you can't see but another pond. And this is just entire guesswork. Just guess. I'm just guessing that there's a pond to the top left as we're looking, and that's a pond that the Maya went to and came from. That's just a guess. And the pond up to the top right is where the guys who came and built Angkor Wat and all of that came from. That's just a guess. And the pond to the bottom, well, that would be the pond that the Kemet came from. It's just a guess. Now, all it takes, some flat earthers say, all it takes is for unity. All we have to do is just all flat earthers unite together. Then united we stand, and divided we fall. We don't want to fall, so we get united, so then we stand. Wonderful. Let's everybody make one group of flat earthers. Who's going to guide that group? Never mind that. How much is it going to cost? In what? Well, emotional investment or things like that. Never mind that. You'll be part of a big, strong group, just like the fascists. Oh, togetherness. Let's bring everybody together, because united you stand. Hey, didn't the Romans fight united? Yes, they did, and look at how successful they were. Where are they now? Well, they got beaten. Who did they get beaten by? They got beaten by people who did not fight in togetherness. That's right, believe it or not. The Romans had the most successive numbers of losses in their battles from the Balkans, the former Yugoslavia. That's who destroyed the Romans. That's who told everybody else, you know, they're not invincible, right? All you have to do is fight in ground that you choose, so forests, and fight with running attacks, dervishes, throwing yourselves on top of the turtle. You know, when the Romans would just, you know, hunker down, whoa, all the shields together, the ones in the center with the shields over their heads, covering the top. Yeah, just jump on top of that, dude. Just jump on top. Once you're in, that's it. They're buggered. That's right. That's what collapsed that togetherness of the Romans, where, interestingly, the fasci comes from, which is where fascism comes from. And fascism is all about togetherness, making you stronger. Hey, what else does this togetherness making you stronger need? Well, it needs anyone who's pointing out any flaws to be cast out. To be just cast out. How do we cast them out? Well, we could smear them. That's what they try. They try to smear people. And it doesn't work now because you can just highlight the smears. So, all of that is just to a preface, a forward to this little story. So, one day, all of the world's flat earthers, who had all lost their minds and joined one group of flat earthers, headed by the Daquila crew from Brazil. That's right, those guys who made the convex Earth with their wrong map. Yeah, they all decided to join that group, and that group would be the leader. You know, with Bilu, that group, yeah, that's going to be the leader. Wait a minute, I hear some of you saying, why would that group be the leader and not the Globebusters? See how it starts to happen. Anyway, so they all join the one group. That group is invulnerable, right? No forces on the earth could employ divide and conquer against that group. Surely not. not even religion. As long as everybody says that Jesus is Lord, all the Muslims will just, they would just go along with that, I'm sure. So all the world's flat earthers join the one big group. Now they have political influence. Now they say, right, we've gathered all our resources, because everybody's giving us money. We've gathered all our resources. We've made a great big flotilla. We're going to sail across the ocean to Antarctica. When we get to Antarctica, we have all of the equipment and all of the expertise. Just developed it. In northern Canada, we developed the expertise. And also we have some people from Greenland. They have strange accents, but they're lovely people. Now, all of them are going to go to Antarctica. They're going to disembark, and they're going to go towards where the Maya came from. That's the Little America region, the famous area of Bird, which is between this pond and the pond that's up and to the left. So they head that way. They land in Antarctica. They all start disembarking. There are people like Nora No One there. I'm going to show about this in a minute. And they all get off, and they're all, okay, everyone line up, and everybody lines up, and when do we get our soup? And everybody's there, lovely and happy, and they all set everything up, and they all sing Kumbaya at the end of the day. And then they all get ready for the next day. The next day, the big expedition starts, and they all get together and they go, right, some of us are going on certain types of vehicles, and some of us are going in other kinds of vehicles, and some of us are going in different... so they all have a variety of different vehicles, some of them pulled by sleigh dogs. That's right. So, and they all set off, and then they see some soldiers, and the soldiers, they're like, hey guys, where are you going? Oh, we're going across to the other pond. Like, no, you're not. Well, yes, we are. We're flat earthers. Can't you see our numbers? We're together. Together we're stronger, see? You can't stop us. Yes, we can. No, you can't stop us because it's not right. You should let us through. I say, let us through. And the soldiers say, you shall not pass. Oh, who do you think you are? Well, I'm the guy with the biggest gun here. Have you got any guns? Yes, we've got some guns. Dead. Oh no, all those flat earthers, they all died because they took guns to Antarctica. True story. So, you want to think again about your thinking about the world? Maybe start looking at how the world really works. Put that down nice and neat in a way that other people can check. Like with the mirror and reflections, just put it down nice and neat, let other people check, and let crackpots who say things like togetherness and expeditions and togetherness, let them carry on saying togetherness and expeditions and togetherness. Just let them. You can't stop them. You shouldn't stop them anyway, just like they can't stop you. See, that's how it goes. So now I'm going to show, if somebody in the chat would please paste a link to the video of Adam Meakin being arrested in Italy. Please paste a link in the chat. I think you can paste links. If you can't, I have set it so you can paste links, okay? If they're not allowed for some reason, okay, that's beyond me. But if that's so, just write the name of the video in the chat and I will pull it up. Hey, what's happening? Don't tell me I'm not... Huh? Am I not streaming? Let me see. Maybe I am. Maybe I was just in the wrong box. All right, I am streaming. Great. Whew. So please paste a link, if you know what I'm talking about, in the chat. I will show the video. I will show, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that there are shills in the flat earth. There are agents that have been singling out for 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years. I'm going to show you so that you can see, just like with a mirror, I'm just going to show you. Awaken humanity, greetings. I'm going to Turkey in 3 weeks. I'll make sure that this time I take note of how fast the sun sets there. Trust me, it's much faster than here. It is, yes. Nearer to the tropics, the equator, the faster it sets. Yes, it does. If nobody passes, paste the link. I will just look for it. I tell you what, let me stop displaying like that. I don't like that kind of display. Put this. No. Video. This. And I will find the video. What's very dark? What's go? Wow, that's how dark it is. Hey guys, I'm actually here. I'm here. This is Red's Rhetoric. Going to sleep. He's relaxing. He's dropping away from the world, and he hears. Are you sure the sun doesn't move from point A to point B? The sun doesn't move from point A to point B. Right. Ali B says, I am also an agent because I think satellites exist. Are you? I think satellites exist. Don't think they're going around a sphere. Good Lord, none of you are pasting a link to the video of Adam Meakin being arrested in Italy. Hey, I think there's something weird going on. There's two chats. I have two chats open. Let me just sort something out here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a scenario to you. That's all I'm going to do. There I am. Oh, in the gloom. Okay. Maybe I was looking in the wrong thing. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Just a second. Ugh. Right, I'm going to have to go in my history. Just bear with me, folks. I go in my history. Oh, did somebody share it somewhere else? It's going to take me a while, but I'll find it. Poor Adam Meakin, who, by the way, made that map that you see, that I just showed. Well, it's not the map. He took the map and he made it into that graphic. And then Sasha and I worked on it. And yeah, so there you go. Now I'm looking for a video of this Italy Globe Light Tour arrest. Oh, I think it was from Globebusters. Yes, it was. It was from Globebusters. Right, so just bear with me. And of course, the guys from Globebusters, they're not bright enough to pick up. I mean, the woman in question is a moderator in Globebusters. So obviously, you know, togetherness we stand. Together we stand. That's right. So, obviously, they're not going to notice any problems. Anything like wrong, like properly wrong with the whole scenario. So, they're not going to highlight it. Where is it now? Oh. I Apologies, I'm yawning. I'm looking through a Globebusters thing, so of course I'm yawning. Here it is. This person. I have you. I told you. I get you. I expose you. So, for those of you who don't know, and you might call this drama, or you might call it investigative journalism, or you might call it the freaking truth. Okay? So, ooh, very ominous in red. I like it. Right, window capture. Oh. No, wrong one. Okay, so display capture instead. There. Right, so let's play without audio. Not necessary. Oh, look at that woman with the sunglasses. She got red hair. She American, live in Ireland. That's right, American, live in Ireland. She's an artist. She's shit, but never mind that. Not an original thought in the world. But anyway, let's see. The person is talking, saying things. Why is she there? She speaks Italian, that's why. Oh, very interesting. And let's see, they're saying something. Let's play some volume.
Send some papers off to...
That's Adam. Adam's like, and I was arrested, what the heck? So I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to play the video. And there, and what happened was, see the guy with the sunglasses on the forehead and the jeans? Yeah? It's a policeman, apparently. Let's see, is it him? Let's see. So along come the police. So they're in Italy, and not sure where they are. Don't know if that's Tarapisa or they're somewhere in Italy. Okay, and they've just gone, right, we're going to put this here. Sod your local laws. Forget that. No, anarchy. Forget your laws and stuff. We've just put our stuff here. And the police come along and say, what are you doing? And they say, we've put our stuff here. You know the earth is flat. They go, have you got the right paper? You can't put this here. It's not legal. I mean, if we're going to let you here, then maybe we have to also let gypsies and the shit. So no. So they say, you got the papers? What papers? Common law, common law. What do you mean common law? Yes, we come from Britain. In Britain we have common law. Yeah, well, this is Italy, and our laws are a lot older, and no, you don't have common law here in Italy, like you think. That's stupid. Well, never mind, sir. Give me your badge number. And they says, how about you get in the car? So I'm going to play. And they're saying, look, the guy with the sunglasses on the head, or the glasses, right, he's pointing. He said, get in the car, please. Just so we can talk, we have the car rigged so we can record everything, So, get in the car. He's just said to the other copper, yeah, we're going to put him in the car. And along comes over, you can see the peak hat over on the right. That's Nora. She's saying, no, look at me. I'm holding my hand up to you, sir. Patriarchy. Watch. So, look at her. She comes in. Hey, I'm putting my hand up to you. That means I have more authority. I'm ordering you to stop. See? That's what they taught us at Quantico. The policeman is saying, you're going to get in the car, dude. That's what's going to happen next. That's what's going to happen next. You're going to get in the car, and we're going to talk calmly, and we're going to find out what you're doing and everything, and then you can go. She's there, speaking to him in Italian, saying, no, wait, papers and whatnot, okay? And Adam's like, what? And she's like, talking. Now, you see how the policeman in plain clothes is talking to the homeless-looking agent there in the cap? Okay, watch. The policeman is explaining, you can't set stuff like this up here, right? We want to see who you are and what you're doing. And that's the end of it. So he's going to come and sit with us. We want to see his papers. Now she's saying to Adam, what can I tell you? They're saying they don't like your ponytail. So the man is saying, look, I'm doing the gestures for seeing your papers. So Adam explains his papers are in the van and that he will go get them. But the man is saying, it's okay, you can sit in the car and your cap-wearing sunglasses agent can go and get your papers. Watch. So he's like, no, you can wait in the car. No, you tell him he's going to wait in the car. He's saying you can go and get your papers. Now watch. The man says, come. You just saw that. This is international language. Look at the gestures that are going on. Okay? I go and get my papers. She goes, yeah, he says you can go and get your papers. He just said that. Instead, the guy said, no, you're going to get in the car. She can go and get your papers. So say, yeah, I would just go over there. And he's like, no. Now look. Look at the guy. He's got his back to us. That's the policeman, plain clothes. Okay, and then there's the other guy with a uniform. He's just a grunt. Okay, great. Watch the guy with his back to us. Watch the gesture that he does. So look, come this way. Adam's like, but my paper's over there. And she's saying, just go and get your papers. Not, he said, come and join me in the car. Or not, he's saying, join him in the car and that I can go and get your papers. No, she's saying, yeah, just go, it'll be fine. Even though she knows exactly what's being said. Any normal person who speaks, even a person who speaks Spanish, and she also speaks Spanish, by the way, would know what the policeman is saying. So he's just said, come over here to the car. She said, oh no, just go or something. And Adam's like, oh, just go then. It's like, hey, now look at the policeman. He's just entered the frame again. Now he's pointing at the woman with the hat who's turned her back like, I don't know what's going on. I'm only a stupid woman. Because that's the role she plays, right? I don't know. Dirt and Dippy. Hey, you. Watch the man on the left say, hey, you, interpreter. Interpret to him to get in the bloody car. Watch. Hey, you. Go and get him. So the grunt comes along. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. This is how you're coming. And Adam's saying, hey, but Nora said I could go and get my papers. The whole reason for me explaining this is to say, look, this woman is an American agent. That woman is an American agent. That woman stayed in my home twice. That woman stayed in my home twice. How do I know that she's an agent? Not just from the behavior, but also because that woman, I think, was trying to conscript me into the whole gang. I don't know. I mean, why else would somebody say, yeah, I know Alex Jones, I've met him, yeah, and David Icke, yeah, I've met him too, and, I just live in Ireland, it's just nice, convenient for me, yeah, well, my family, they all have high-powered jobs and stuff. My father was in the CIA. Yes, he's retired now, but he was in the CIA. I remember one time when David Wise had just found out about the flat earth and he was telling me about it. This is what she was saying, okay? David Wise tells me the earth is flat. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm at a dinner party with my parents and everything. My auntie's here. Do you want to tell them, David? So David says, yes, okay. So she puts him on the tablet on Skype and he tells them all the earth is flat. That's the story that she told me. Why would she tell me that her father was in the CIA? What would the purpose of that be? Could the purpose of that be, oh, it must be so intriguing. Oh, I'm fascinated by all of that. Well, guess what? Then you can be one of us, Antonio. Instead, it's like, that's weird. How did you know David before the whole flat earth stuff? Oh. And you can believe that or not, I don't care, honestly speaking. But you could just go by the video evidence I'm presenting. Nora, there, nobody knows her name, by the way, because that's not her name, okay? Nora No One. Oh, that's not an agent name. That's right, Nora No One. No One's Flower, which some dim-dims, like Martin Lidker, even though the name is No One's Flower, because there's N-O-O-N-E, he reads it as noon. Noon's flower. Like, oh no, it's no one's flower, Dim Dim. Anyway, so she was supposed to be there to help with things like, you know, translation and stuff like that. Because she speaks Italian, see? Now, when it comes to the authorities come along and saying, no, never mind, let's speak Italian, okay? And she says, I speak Italian, I will translate. And then somehow, in the translation, the bit where, can you get in the car, gets translated into, yeah, Adam, you can go and get your papers if you want. See, here she is explaining, he doesn't speak Italian, you have to speak to me. Okay, look, hey, no, you talk to me, sir. You talk to me. That's what she's saying. See, that's the gesture she just did. So now he's talking to her. Now he's explaining to her the situation. Okay, so we want him to go. And she's like, he's saying he doesn't like your hair. And yeah, you can go and get your papers probably. Look at her. And now, yeah, he's saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Just go and get your papers. Yeah. Not, come and join me, sir. She's like, no, just go and get your papers. Just go on. Go. Hey, you. Tell him to come back. I mean, it's just brilliant. The guy says, come and get in the car. She says, just go quick, go on. And then she goes, literally, watch. Why? You tell him he's getting in the car. Well, he's saying, I don't know things. Go and get the car. It's like, come join me in the car. Now she moves ahead. Just go and get your paper. Just go on. Hey, you. Hey, tell him he's getting in the car. She doesn't tell him he's getting in the car. Instead, the grunt goes, hey, you're getting in the car. And what happened? He got in the car, was taken to the police station, and then released. He hasn't actually done any big, serious crime. So why am I showing this? Just to highlight that this Gormless-looking person is not actually Gormless. He's a very, very intelligent person. She does a really good job of appearing Gormless. That's right. Including when we're travelling to Cambridge. This is some time ago. We're travelling to Cambridge. She comes to my house because I'm going to Cambridge. Let me change the screens. Oh. So I was going to Cambridge to the Bedford level mess up thing. And I used to communicate with her through Skype. So, are you going to this Bedford level thing? Yes, I am. Are you driving down? Yes, I am. Can I hitch a ride with you? Sure. And this turns out, I will come the night before and stay over. Okay. So she comes and stays over. Now, she sat on my floor because I was doing a hangout when she arrived and hangout. I think it was a debate of some sort. Anyway. In the morning we set off. Her job is to navigate. Okay? So she's got maps on her phone saying, next junction, whatever. Somehow she forgets. She forgets to say, we were supposed to turn there. Who takes maps on the phone that tells you which way to go as you're going and forgets to say, not because you were engrossed in some heavy conversation, because we weren't. Instead, it's like, oh, I think you were supposed to turn back there, Antonio. This is how they play dumb. So anyway, we arrived eventually. That's that woman there that you just saw. Agents in the flat earth. Who is asking for unity in the flat earth? Who? Those agents. That's right, that woman. That's the one of the people asking for unity in the flat earth. Isn't that amazing? That person who literally, thanks to her actions, had Adam Meakin arrested due to her actions. See, if she'd not been there, the exchange would have been between the policeman and Adam. And it would have been very clear. Car. Talk. Okay. Get papers. Very good. Let's go. See, that's why they want you in the car. They can ask you birthday, all of those things, and see how you answer, so that they can check whether or not your papers are fabricated. See if you give the wrong birthday, or if you seem to think about your birthday and things like that. Okay, that's why they're not stupid. I mean, the grunt is stupid, but the other guy isn't, okay? Now, if you take her out of the picture, what happens is, Adam and whoever else is there with the thing, police come and say, this, go. And they go, oh, okay, wrap up and go. That's what would have happened. Instead, Nora was there. Wait a second, I don't think they have the right to do this because according to the law that I'm making up in my head, common law. So Adam ends up arrested. Unfortunately, Adam, you dim-dim, you've not heard what I've explained to you about that crew. When somebody gets smeared as a rapist for exposing a member of that crew, you can rest assured that the rest of the crew is corrupt. It's very simple. Cosmic Surfer, nice to see you. Agent Unity. It's never going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, the poor dim-dims. But they do like to pull in intelligent, innocent people. They do like to pull those in. Because otherwise, if it was all just dodgy people, then it'd be really easy. Like, that's a group of dodgy people. But instead you have someone like, I'm a bit nippy. And nice people that are sincere and honest and a bit innocent, and they don't see, like, wait a second, did you just rape smear that guy? That's a bit wrong. And I just love showing it. I love showing it. I love discussing it. I just love it. It's never going away. It will never go away. Even if they all owned up. Yeah, we tried to smear you out of this whole thing, Antonio, but now you seem to be fucking winning against all of us. You seem to be winning. Shit. Well, even if they all owned up, it was still, it would then be, and then they all owned up to it. Ay, stupid people. So, stupid people are sometimes very frustrating, but sometimes very much fun. That's why, you know, Family Guy and The Simpsons and all of those comedies, that's why there's always the stupid people, because they're very much fun. Anyway, there you go. Alibi, give me back my favourite shirt. No, dude, no. I told you. If you lose it, you're never getting it back. And you lost it, and you're not getting it back. And now there'll be people going, hey, what's this about? What exchange went on where he lost his... It's a joke. Only Alibi will really get it. Apart from other people who also get it. She looks a bit dodgy. Dude, she is so dodgy. Like, you know, if you ever hear someone being, but I don't understand, because thing really thick, stupid, but wait a minute, you mean the quantum entanglement causes repercussions, where the repercussions are sometimes felt before the quantum entanglement happened? You go, whoa. There's something not quite right there. You just said something kind of deep, but it came out of somebody that goes around going, but I don't understand. And that's Nora No One. She goes there, I don't understand. That's what she does. That's who she is. And people watching this who are in that circle be like, shit, she really does, doesn't she? Sometimes it's just like, oh my gosh, she just said something really bright out of that. But I don't understand. It's just brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, by the way, another thing that person was doing, That person was pretending to be her own boyfriend, angry at me for her having stayed at my house. That's right. That person, pretending to be her own boyfriend. Later, that person tried to gaslight a guy who, for some reason, he was going to be coming clean, not coming clean, exposing, and then didn't. He's got his own problems. But I was part of the whole thing. She was gaslighting her new boyfriend. She was totally gaslighting him. Trying to use me as the third on the triangle. So, I've told this story before. This is what happens. I'm in bed. It's about 2:30 or so. Phone goes off. The heck? Check. It's a message from Nora. Hi, Antonio. We're coming up to Manchester. You fancy going for a drink? I'm like, yeah, sure. Just let me know when and we'll meet up. That's it. And then, great, because we're coming up to Manchester and we're thinking if we went for a drink, it would be great. I'm like, yeah, I just said yeah. Tell me when. Dude, it's late. I'm trying to get to sleep. And then, oh, it'll be good because when we come up to Manchester, it'll be good because, like, we'll just hang out and it'll be great. I'm like, dude, it's freaking late. Just tell me when and we'll meet up. That's it. This turns out at the other end, where the texting's going on from that end, this is what's happening. There's a couple in bed. The guy's just about to go to sleep. And he hears, which is like a mobile phone on silent, on vibrate. Then, oh, what the heck? And then the girlfriend turning over and doing something, and then he goes back to say, another message. It's like, the heck? Well, who's texting you? Oh, Antonio's texting me. What's he texting you for? Never you mind. That's what happened. So, freaking Antonio. Tell him to stop freaking texting you. Let me see, what's he texting? You're not looking at what he's texting me. No. Months later, he says to her, you're gaslighting me, you are. And I'm going to let something else out here, okay? You're gaslighting me. Yeah. You're gaslighting me. All of the time, you're playing games with me. So, no, I'm not. What you're talking about? Says, how about we go to that night that Antonio was texting you? Why didn't you tell me what he was texting? It's none of your business. Have the right to my privacy. I am an American. Okay. So he says, tell you what, call Antonio now on Skype. So I'm at home, like, dunk. Message from Skype from Nora. Hi Antonio, you're free for a quick chat? I'm like, sure. Like, dunk, call, answer. Hi. Now this is what happens. Hi Antonio. And it's Nora. In the background is her boyfriend Tim. He's pacing up and down. Hey Antonio, pacing up and down. So, right Antonio. Hey, thanks for taking the time. I was wondering, and he's like, never mind that. He comes right over and says, Antonio, do you remember about 2 months ago, you and Nora were texting about 2:30 in the morning? And I'm like, what? He says, yeah, when's the last time you and Nora texted? I'm like, I don't know, some time ago. I can check my phone. Goes, do that. So I check my phone. November 27th. Yeah. Here, and I show November 27th. 2:25. Message from Nora. Hi Antonio. We're thinking of coming up next week. Can you hang out? At that point, he says, can you show me that again? I show, like, message. His message from her about hanging out. And he's like, I fucking knew it. And she closes the laptop. You see, she'd told him she was there happily going to sleep next to him. And suddenly, Antonio, who fancies her, starts texting her about when they're going up or whatever. True story. And Tim knows this. Wherever he is, he knows that this is true. He also told me something else. I'm going to wait and listen, Tim. I'm giving you 1 week to come clean about this. And if you don't, it's about Matrix Decode. if you don't make a standalone video explaining about Matrix Decode and Nora, I will explain what you said to me live. Because me keeping quiet, because you asked me to keep the confidence, and I have kept the confidence, so I offered to keep the confidence before you told me. You haven't done anything about it. That's the equivalent to knowing that there's something wrong there and staying quiet about it, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Okay? So a week. Today's Friday, by next Friday, video explaining and also confirming everything that I just said. And dude, you can be angry with me if you want. I'm not angry with you. I just don't know what the heck you're doing, dude. I hope for God's sake that you're not with that crazy freak. Anyway, is Antonio your friend, XD? To the anti-Helloist. To whom are you asking that, anti-Helloist? Tim, Lucifer Tim, face. That's him, Lucifer Tim. Yeah, Lucifer Tim, come along, just spill the beans. If nothing else, you'll be rid of that narcissist, because she is a narcissist. P. Murray Level Earth, can I get one of your new t-shirts direct and not Teespring? I'd rather pay you all costs. P. Murray Level Earth, the ones from Teespring. Okay, so first, the black t-shirt, that was sent to me as a gift. I haven't made that. That's not. Teespring, I haven't been in Teespring for ages. I placed an order here for anybody thinking about Teespring. I ordered that from Teespring. It's a bit crappy. I then ordered one that's bigger than the actual radiation shielding that I've got, that big thing you see behind. I ordered a huge one. 3 times. I paid. They said they sent it. It's about to arrive. Never arrived. Contact. Oh, must have gone missing. Okay. We sent another one. Doesn't arrive. Contact. 3 times. So guys, don't trust Teespring, because each time I was saying, how about you send it with somebody reputable than somebody whose tracking thing just falls off the face of the earth? What's going on? How about you send it with somebody reputable? They didn't, so it's like, okay, well, sod you then. So P. Murray Level Earth UK. Dude, listen, the guy that made that t-shirt, he just took my map from the maps that are in Patreon, took it, put some lettering around it, took it to a t-shirt making place. So, there you go. So the answer is no, I'm not making the t-shirts and all of that. After, you know, and I appreciate it, okay, I genuinely appreciate it. I value what you're saying. But I'm not going to go and find printers and go, can I make some money, and then get orders and then go to the post office and ship off. I did all of that with a book. I'm not also doing it with t-shirts. I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm genuinely, as much as this is what I say, go and do it yourself. Because if you think about it, it's like, but dude, that would mean more people wearing t-shirt with a map. It's like, yes, that's a good point. Also means a heck of a lot of my time. Okay, but people can wear my map on a t-shirt if they make the t-shirt themselves. Right, well, there you go. Just go and do it yourselves. If the point is map on t-shirts, there you go. But in terms of me going and doing it, I'm just not interested. Because believe it or not really interested in all of that. Oh wait, Rod James. Rod James, point out who it is, please. I'm looking in the chat. And Rod knows what I'm talking about. Let me see. Yeah, this is fun. So, Rod James, let me know the name they're under now, and I will just block them. Love, Wisdom, Harmony. Right, Antonio is an artist, not the manufacturer. Yes. The t-shirt, I don't know where it is. I think it's in the laundry. It's a nice, and this is the thing as well. I've been wearing it as pajamas too. It's a nice material. It's nice. If I knew how to get it like that, then maybe I would then go and say, right, make me 50 of these. But I don't know. I'm finding and all of that and testing. It's all time. And my time to me is worth more than that. Sorry. I'm still waiting for Rod James to point out the anti. Okay, so now I will look at Rod James at the channel. See, there's a little bit of shenanigans. The reason that I removed all the wrenches is that some people had wrenches and were blocking other people. And these were people who were just coming in, new people without wrenches, and instead of them having the opportunity to get a wrench, they were instead being banned. Okay, so, and I know who it is now, thanks to Rod James. So, Rod James said anti-helloist is the person that we're discussing, the one with the wrench. Anti-helloist says Rod James is Ultimate TV 9000. Thanks, anti-helloist. Now I can go to your channel, which is what I'm doing right now. See that you have one subscriber, and I go to block user and block you. That was very easy. You see, you just said that Rod James was your sock puppet, one of the other sock puppets. So now the anti-helloist, that's one of your sock puppet accounts gone. We can carry on. We will, you know, and it didn't take very long. In fact, it was a little bit entertaining for me. And there are people, language and whatnot. I'm okaying things and whatnot. So that kind of backfired on you, didn't it, anti-helloist? You'll have to think a different way of going about it. Oh, dagnabbit. So now, nobody has a wrench. Anybody can post whatever they want. Will one of you please do me a favor and try to post a link in the chat? A link to a video, so that I can see whether links are working or not. I have this set so that links can be shared in the chat. What happened to Rock Lover? No idea. It's fine not having wrenches as long as the gatekeepers and shills don't have them and get to control the chat. Face, here, I'll show you something. I'm looking, let's see. I'm just waiting to see if any of you paste a link, manages to paste a link, or tries to and can't. Rune Thorson, thank you for that. He writes, we tried 40 times. So you can't paste links. Okay, got it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my back room, where you can see who's a moderator and who isn't. And I'm going to do it live. Okay, first I'm just going to open another window so that I can take you straight there. Numpty writes, whilst I'm waiting for Windows to open, what do you think of this thing about Mercury crossing the Sun Monday? What makes you think that the Mercury is in front of the Sun? Because you see, I can explain so many of these things with my theory. Oh, it's just a cockamamie theory. Okay, well, how come I can explain this? But now I'm going to YouTube, and I'm going to go into community settings, and I'm going to show how many moderators I have. 0. But you'll see with your own eyes. Oops. And what I'm doing is I'm going into it now before just making sure that I go in without showing anything like streaming keys or anything like that accidentally, which would mean that people would then be able to hijack the OBS. So, community. That's all I'm doing, making sure I don't mess up. Community, community settings. Okie dokie, there you go. Okay, now I'm going to share. So this is for Face and anybody else who's curious. Okay, so display capture. Here you are. So, this is my community settings, automated filters, moderators, place moderators channel here. See, there is none. There are no moderators. Hidden users, these are all the people who are banned. Lots of people are banned. I can show you even if you want. Oh, it's not cooperate. Now it's cooperating. Lots of banned people. Lots and lots of banned people. The main Globalink channels are not banned. That's main Globalink channels, not main Globalink accounts. Okay, so channels that produce content. But here, paste new moderators. Here, I'll show you. I will show you. Face, nice dude, you're welcome. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that smaller. That was ultra big. I'm going to add you as a moderator just for now. Okay, and then I'm going to go here and I'm going to refresh. See, now it says that you're a moderator. And all you need to do to remove a moderator is you hit here, hit, moderator gone, save. Now refresh, moderator gone. See? It's as simple as that. No moderators. There are no moderators on the channel now. It's just easier that way. If people want to jump in and be abusive and 666 and swastikas and all of that, then they can do that if they want. It doesn't really matter, really. So, 120 watching, cool. I can. I've been flatty 5 years now. What about you, you clown shoe? I can at Antonio Suarez. You can what? Ali B is saying, what are you saying, Ali B? And who to? Confessions of Walking Dead. Haha, your grandma gives you away. Confessions of Walking Dead. Walking Speech. I don't know who that is. But hey, you know, all moderated, so I'm not banning right now. I can. Ali B, please let me know what you're saying, because I don't know what you're saying. You've just said I can at Antonio Suarez, but I don't know what you're saying. Someone at work was talking about it. They're into astronomy. Oh, okay. They post links, and the only time people out if they attack if you ask them to ban people. Ali B, they post links, and only time people out if they attack. I have to ask them to ban people. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, so you have mods, and that's how your mods. Oh, that's okay. But I was giving everybody wrenches, and then it ends up with people with wrenches that act before other people, don't make comments, so they do it quietly. So if I then want to find out who it was after the fact, you don't see. who was banned by whom afterwards. Immediately after the stream, you can scroll back to a certain amount and see who's done what actions. But when you've got a rogue wrench, eventually you don't see it, and that's what happens. Okay. Thanks for that, Ali. So Ali tried to he was saying, yeah, yes, I can paste a link. And he was then going to paste a link and it didn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Honestly. You have a thing there where it says allow links or allow the sharing of URLs, something like that. And I will have a good look later. Also, something hit me. You know, when there was like 1,000 people watching for no good reason, you could see all the new people because they didn't have wrenches, but later, looking through, seeing the contrast between wrenches and no wrenches, I thought, wow, it must be a very intimidating place to want to make a comment in. You know, whatever the comment, if everybody's got wrenches. So, anyway, there you go. Face, I've been banned preemptively like that in many channels by the FE Core Potato Goons. Yes. You see, the way, and bear this in mind, the reason that you will have been preemptively banned, Face, is because of a smear. Now, the smear doesn't have to be that you're a rapist or anything like that. The smear can simply be you've been lying about people or things like that. So people they believe what they're being told by their superiors in the hierarchy of fascism. So like, okay, well, I'm banning him. Ban, ban, ban. And that's what happens. That's how you know that there's an element of government control. And it is government control. Well, government in the same way that 9/11 was government. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. So it doesn't have to be all government. All of them did 9/11 or all of them did 7/7. No, but it is government run. So, oh wait, Karen B's pussy looks like a bag of hammered I don't know about that. I don't know. I get banned in most FE channels. Right, Karen B's pussy looks like a bag of hammered. Well, I wonder. I wonder why. You're not banned here, but I wonder why. I see I see a lot of people commenting. That I haven't seen for a while. Rick, 1976, 1970. How many issues? Sorry, 1776, 1970. How many issues are with lunar eclipses and globe? Lots. All of it is issues for the globe. Not just lunar eclipses. Both. Just all of them. The fact that eclipses happen is a big deal for the globe. Just think of this, guys. Okay, they had to go like this. Eclipses happen. It must be that the moon and its size and its distance from the Earth is exactly what's required for solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, and it must get a bit closer to the Earth. It must get a bit farther away from the Earth, and the Earth and the moon must get a little bit closer to the sun for the annular eclipse. That must be what's happening. Like, oh wow, that's fascinating. That's just fascinating. What about people that can see the eclipses from different areas? What about people that can see the moon, like Mike Ball has been pointing out? What about people who can see the moon at the horizon from a point on Earth? Somebody else sees the moon at the horizon from a point on Earth, and somebody sees the moon halfway between those two, on a point on Earth, the lines can't be doing what you think they're doing. You know, the lines of sight. What must be happening is this. Oh, whiteboard moment. Oh, this is just so, it's fun. Okay. This is what must be happening, right? For people to be seeing the moon, let me move this so I can see how much I'm showing. The people, Earth, person, person, person. All of them seeing the moon. Look, Earth, person, person, person. Person at sunrise, person at sunset, and middle of, other way around. Sunset, sunrise, and middle of the night. You can see the moon. Da, 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 da. These. Da, 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 and da, 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 da. Very good. Oh. No. Diameter of Earth bigger than diameter. No, can't be. What must be happening, and now not to scale, is moon refraction so that it bends to there. That's right. That's what must be happening. See? Just refraction. And recently, somebody made just a throwaway comment about how the globelings, whenever we see something that's too far away, it's refraction, and whenever we see something hidden, it's not refraction. Why have not we, flat earthers, been saying all of the time, refraction's hiding the bottom of that? That's it. We can just do that. Refraction's hiding the bottom. Because that is what's happening, by the way. But never mind. I'm back in the chat, enjoying PSYOPs matter. Whiteboard time. It was, yes. Dan gets your vote for wrench. Dude, listen, Orbs Realm. There's so many of you that I know that I could give wrenches to. You know, that I really could. I know I can give you a wrench. There's a whole bunch of you that I know I can give wrenches to. But then you don't enjoy it as much. And I know it because I've had wrenches at times in very busy chats. You don't really enjoy what's being said. You're too busy monitoring so that you can allow comments or disallow comments or ban or whatever. Like now, I'm showing a comment from Sherlock's Apprentice, which was set to, restricted for some reason. And then from Ben Case, another one, show. For some reason, they just kind of, something is saying, keep this comment, make the person allow it or disallow. In the meantime, people can't see it. Now one from Sir Nout. So show. Okay. Riley's just a twat. Metal God writes, me too, I'm no good at multitasking in this respect. That was banned. Oh, must be because it said twat. No, because there are others that don't say any swearing words. Anyway, I'm just loving watching the chat right now. Sherlock's Apprentice. Now I have to allow this because it says show or hide, but in the meantime it's hidden. None of you guys see it. Oops, I said ASH at symbol T word. Why would that be? You have to. Wrenches just turn dumb PHUCKs into fascist KHUNTs. Okay. So guys, listen, it's just going to be easier for me if you if you don't make the thing. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but in Germany, the Google team has moderators that just banned comments. So we don't know what that comment was. There's a comment from someone. You don't know. The channel doesn't. I don't know what comment was gone because I didn't see it because the Google moderator team intervened. Didn't even know there was a Google moderator team. And Antonio Subiras, Comic Surfer. Wrenches should be dealt out in live hangouts if required. And Antonio Subiras. Yes, I could do, but I'm not going to. I'll tell you why. Because then I have to take away, and then it's a bit of favoritism. It's emotionally taxing. Because I know I could give you a wrench, and Dan, and a whole bunch of, Brendan, a whole bunch. I know I could give all of you wrenches, so then if I don't give a wrench to one of you, I know that person, if I was that person, I'd be like, well, he could have given me a wrench. I know that he doesn't have to, and it doesn't mean that he doesn't like me anymore, but he could have given me a wrench. Because we're normal, we're human. Normal. Sherlock's Apprentice, I finally got the book. Cool. Finally, huh? That's taken a while. I hope you enjoy, despite the typos, and bearing in mind that the maps in that book are wrong, which I've made the new ones available in the chat. In the Patreon. Trained AI moderators? Brandon Frontal. That's what that's what YouTube have. Turn out, Book of the Sun. Thanks for that. I think Rolf, Cosmic Surfer, just means give out wrench, drop link, take wrench away. Yeah, could do. If any of you have anything mega interesting, just say, I have something really interesting to show, please. And then I will. But it does mean extra work for me. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of lazy. That's my excuse. Like, what's your excuse? I'm lazy. God, you couldn't even think of a better excuse. Nope. Because I'm lazy, see? I sit here thinking of an excuse or a reason. I remember, just to let you guys know what I was like at school. At school, I would get, sometimes I'd be late to registration, and the teacher would be like, why are you late? And I would say why I was late. As in, there's a reason why I'm late, and the reason is this, whatever the reason was. And the answer from the teacher was, well, that's not going to wash as an excuse. And my answer would be, it's not an excuse, it's the reason. Out. Like if you ask a question, you get an answer, you don't like the answer, like tough titty for you, fish face, don't ask the question then. That's the truth. The reason I'm late, couldn't find my shoe. Could be, couldn't find my shoe. My dog had taken it and hidden it somewhere. You're not going to go to school with just one shoe, are you? One time, true story, one time, I get on the bus. I wasn't always late, but then Graham will know because he was in my class. I get on the bus. Everything's fine. Most days I was on time. Okay, so I get on the bus. Everything's fine, and suddenly there's a dog on the bus. This black Labrador. That's my dog. Like, oh, jeez, he just got on the bus. Hello, happy as Larry. Oh, so I have to get the dog, and take him home. He didn't have a leash, and he'd run off. Okay, so it means me, just under 6 foot tall, walking, holding the dog by walking hunched all the way home, so he won't run off again. So when I get to school, I'm late. Why are you late? Because I got on the bus and suddenly my dog got on the bus too. Didn't even know he was out, so I had to take him home. Well, that's not a very good excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. You asked why. Out. Yeah. I was late because I was watching Flat Earth videos till 3 AM. Oh, those were the days, eh, Dan? When Flat Earth videos, you could just go, Flat Earth, boom, those are videos. There you go, Flat Earth, and boom, lots of videos about how Flat Earth is retarded. Here's Mark Sargent, and here's Nathan Oakley, squeezing a ball. And Mark, it's a desk, it's a plain desk, it's a desk. I'm going to do an advert. I'm sure they won't take it out of context. I'm going to do an advert, and I just hope that they'll just show Flat Earthers favourably. But obviously I don't have editorial rights over the advert. I'll just hey, I'm going to play the advert. Oh, it's so good. hey, it gets it out there, it gets the story out there, it gets the idea out there. All news is good news, like all exposure is like, no, look, the exposure is this. There are people on the earth that are so retarded, they think the earth is a flying disc. That's what goes out there. That's it. Auntie Meg, Antonio, sorry, the Book of the Sun. Sounds like we went to a similar school. Mine was Catholic, though. So was mine. So I got the full indoctrination. So was mine. Except I was excluded from religious education. I just got excluded. It's like, no more. Antonio, don't come anymore. Mr. Subirats Knowles. Henceforth, you will spend your religious education classes in the library. Like, is that where I can read The Lord of the Rings? Yes. Great! So I go to the library. Have you got The Lord of the Rings? No, but we've got The Hobbit. Oh, so I read The Hobbit instead of religious education. That's why my religious avatar is Gandalf. Anyway, yes, too many questions about the whole thing. I'm surprised I wasn't kicked out of physics too. I mean, I was kicked out of physics a lot, but I wasn't just entirely excluded from it. Just questions like, sir, are you sure this wave thing is right about light? Yes. I don't think so. What? I don't think it's right. Why not? Well, because these would be waves going out on what? Waves are on the surface of the water, on the surface of some fluid. But these would be, I mean, you can't even visualize how these would be. Out. Or, sir, how did gold get to be gold? What? The earth, you know, gravity and everything makes the earth. And on the earth there's gold. Was there big chunks of gold in space that was pulled into, you know, when it was all just chunks of things? Was some of those chunks gold? And it got chunked and squeezed and, you know, and spread out around whilst the earth was being created, and then and that's why there's gold. Is that what happened? Were there big chunks of gold out in space? If so, how did those chunks of gold become chunks of gold? This is physics, this is not chemistry. Like, okay, but it's still about how, you know, the physics of the world. So, out. That's me and Steve Dawson. There's another guy, one of my favourite pals at school, Steve Dawson. In fact, we sat together for a period. It was right, let's see. And it had to be, you couldn't just be asking stupid things. It had to be real things. So, we'd be at school, and history, whatever. And Steve's like, so how do we know such and such? Miss Coop. Miss, how do we know such and such? Oh, well, it's very interesting. And she would give us a long story about how we know whatever it is that had been asked. It was difficult to get kicked out of history. It really was. But the other lessons, physics, and it was, how did gold become gold? The answer is, don't know. That's it. Or even, I don't know. And it seems like nobody else knows too. That's the answer from a physics teacher. Not out. That's not the answer. Gemini Solsticium. Yes, I get instant banned on Karen B's channel chat because I point out that Mars Sargent is depicting Effie like stupid story for kids, and Globebuster says me, bye bye Gemini. That's right, Gemini Solstium. That's what happens. And a lot of it is very, very boring, I have to say, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the video, for the advert of retarded people. Hey, look, we're going to make this advert, okay? And it's an advert about intellectually retarded people. Do you reckon we could get a flat earther to come? Yes. What should we tell them we're going to do? Just tell them we're going to make a video about retarded people. Like, They'll probably not believe you. That's right. So I'm going to look for the advert. Oh. Sparky Lee, I hate the school. Me too. Jimbo Con, something that does not travel cannot have speed. That's right. I mean, logically speaking, or in terms of like the real world and how things really work. That's right. But did you know that something that's getting farther away from something else can also be getting closer to it at the same time? That's right. According to the Globe Cosmology. True story, not a joke. Right, so flat Earth advert. But together we're stronger. I'm looking for this advert. you have to give it to the Globelings. I'm looking in the titles. Man launches himself in self-made rocket to prove flat Earth theory. We all know the truth of that. But the guy is a flat earther. Okay. The guy who launched himself. But where's the advert? Can somebody paste if... Okay, I'm not finding it. There's all kinds of other stuff. Can somebody, if any of you know the name of the advert, can you paste it in the chat, please? That's also something you can do if you want to share a video. Just put video, inverted commas, the name of the actual video, and I will search for that name. Hopefully it will find it. I know sometimes it won't, even if you do that. Cold Steel Truth. Where's this dude from? He sounds like a German from Yorkshire. What dude? Me? I'm a Spaniard. I'm a Catalonian. I'm Català. That's what. And I'm not in Yorkshire. I'm Cheshire. I'll have you know. Madame Medusa. Karen B probably takes a wrench to bed. Is that much in love with it? Oh, what are you saying? Oh, sounds a bit, Right, I'm looking in the chat. If anybody knows the name, Celtic67 has the advert on his channel. Thank you very much. I will go now. So, oops. Celtic67, thanks for that. Wow, believe it or not, it took me there. I don't know if it's this one. Let me see. Yes, it is. Just absolutely marvellous. Thank you very much, Celtic67. I'm going to give you a thumb up for sharing it. Obviously not a thumb up for it being an advert to make Flat Earthers look like retarded. Madame Medusa Rice, P-Murray Level of UK. No, I wasn't being crude. And Antonio, the Book of the Sun, meaning you sleeps with it on her pillow. That was naughty of me. Antonio, what are your thoughts on InfoWars going full flat Earth? Makes no odds. Makes no odds. It would have been cool if there was non-bought people, you know, like Bill Cooper. But when it's bought people, like Alex Jones, it doesn't have the same meaning really, does it? Right, display capture. Enjoy volume.
are everywhere.
I mean, the genius of it. You have to give it to them, okay? You have to appreciate the art, the beauty, okay? The first word is fools. They are everywhere. They are. We have to admit, there are fools everywhere. But the first word, fools, and their smart sergeant sat there with a t-shirt, says that the earth is flat, looking like a fool.
Fools.
Flat Earth Army. What? Is there a Flat Earth Army? No, there isn't. Oh, it's just a fantasy, is he? Well, yeah, kind of. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna... sorry, I'm playing it again. Oh.
Fools. They are everywhere.
Cheers.
Not a compliment. And they come in all shapes and sizes. Here we go. Who better to test the new foolproof iPhone app from Sportsbet than these Einsteins?
I personally believe that apps like such as Sportsbet, they make it easier for people to use, such as some
I'm with you.
people.
Yep, it's so...
That sounded like a female version of Nathan Oakley trying to use intelligent language to appear intelligent. It's just brilliant. Just learn these words. Say these. You don't have to really know what they mean. Just say them.
Even Botox Bradley here can use it without raising an eyebrow.
I'll never botch your head-to-head again.
And you make it look so natural. Carol here thinks she's about to inherit a Nigerian fortune. You know,
They could have just shown Martin Lidker. Martin Lidker here thinking he's going to get an African bride. Yeah, she's just going to come and live with him forever and ever. That's right, because she's pretty. She says she loves him much. And yeah, she just, sometimes she might ask for his passwords. Oh.
mightn't come easy, but Sportsbet's new iPhone app sure does.
Seems too good to be true.
Unlike your imaginary prince. Seriously, even flat Earth expert Mark Sargent could use it. A bloke who thinks space is fake.
I could do this.
How did they...
This new iPhone app sure does.
Seems too good to be true.
Unlike your imaginary prince. Seriously, even flat...
Right, so here you have Mark Sargent somewhere. Okay, so where's this place? Is this his home? No, of course not. It's a thing that they've set up for him where he's kind of helped them, or at least let them use his stuff, you know, because it's copyrighted, you know, like Mark Sargent poster and all of that. Yeah, and they said, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have you in this kind of bedsit type place, right? And going to put a little fluffy dog on your bed, right? Yeah. And we're going to give you a globe, an inflatable globe, right? And a sword, yeah. Now, you pretend like you're stabbing the globe, but don't pierce it, just pretend. And he's like, okay, like this.
Earth expert Mark Sargent
Just like that.
could use it. A bloke who thinks space is fake.
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, gravity. Even this idiot aboard can use it.
Yeah, it's dead easy. Ouch, Barman!
See you in the NT News, mate.
And we gotta save those people by making them learn about things that maybe they don't know.
I'll tell you what I do know. Even the permanently offended can claim a winner-winner chicken... vegan-based dinner.
So easy. It's outrageous!
It's a beauty.
It'll make a splash, all right. At least that's what former rugby league whiz kid Todd Carney believes.
Yeah, it's a piece of piss.
It's better when it's flat.
It's just a tad bit like that's
Oh, right.
It'll make a splash, all right. At least that's what former rugby league whiz kid Todd Carney believes.
Yeah, it's a piece of piss.
It's better when it's flat.
Like, how did they persuade him to say that? Yeah, just hold the phone horizontally like this and say it's better when it's flat. Like, well, that could never possibly be misconstrued in any way. Like, no, because it's flat and it's a phone, it's better if it's flat. Oh, okay. Until now, phones weren't flat. But never mind.
just a tad bit like that's all. Because they're not real things. Because aliens are not real. Jesus is.
The all-new iPhone app from Sportsbet. It's foolproof.
Thanks, Rodspat.
Once again, Mark Sargent has dragged this question through the dirt. Yep. I have a question or two, Mark. So hold tight, you creepy mummy's boy. Music off. How much did you receive for this advert? Was it worth it? Are you tasked with media duty? Are you here to solely misrepresent and mock genuine objective inquirers? Can you honestly say you weren't involved in the creative process of the advert and that you had no idea that it would become a hit piece or anyone questioning the Globe claim? Like, for instance, are you honestly say you weren't involved in the creative process of the advert? Like, and take this sword. No, I'm not taking this sword. Like that kind of stuff. But never mind. Why haven't you learned from past errors like the behind the curve debacle? Are you doing this purposefully? Now, just to say, Celtic 67, you know the answer to at least that question. Is this your task? Well, could be a task that was assigned to him, or it could be a task that he has assigned upon himself. Doesn't matter. The point is, corrupt individual, wrong, just something wrong spiritually. Right, there you go. Thanks for that. There. Fools! Anyway, now I'm back in the chat. Oh, too many hits. Hey, you're Globling Dim Dim. Can somebody that's getting farther away from something else also be getting closer to it? Too many hits. It's a Globling who thinks, he's been arguing. No, Antonio, you don't understand, see? When they say things are getting farther away, they mean they're getting closer too. Numpty writes, at the Book of the Sun, did you just call him a mummy's boy? Don't you live with your mum? Numpty, what makes you think that I live with my mum? So, explain, Numpty, why you think I live with my mummy. Just explain it in your very next comment. Otherwise it's going, because that's called, it's me. That's right. That's right. That's you casting aspersions. So please explain. Sparky Lee. Yeah, I'm allowing that comment. Numpty. Unfortunately, there's a delay, and I have to wait between the time I've said something and the time you guys hear it and the time the response. But I think by now it's gone out there and he's heard it and he's not answering, playing that game of, well, I'm not going to answer, and that way he'll lose. He'll move on to something else, and then I can come back and say something else. So, let's see. Give you 5 more seconds. Oh. Numpty, didn't your mum pop into your room the other day? Yes. That's right. Does that mean I live with my mummy? Numpty. See, people that have parents, they go to visit their parents, and sometimes the parents go to visit them. See? I'm not going to ban you right now, because you are so very stupid. Let's see. Hey, didn't you open the door to the postman? You must live in a post office. Metal Dog Rides, can I share my link now? Tell you what, for now, I am going to do that thing of add moderator. Now you can share your link, and then I will remove the wrench. Sparkly, my mum regularly calls at my house, and you must live with your mummy, Sparkly. God, these people are so incredibly stupid. These Globlings, the level of stupidity. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the same advert, but the other way around with Globlings. I am. It's going to be fun. I'm going to go see the guys at the studio. It's going to start off with stupid people. Like, huh? I'm going to do that. It's going to be funny. And I'm going to put it on this channel. Then you can share it if you want. It's going to be a small standalone video. Hey, what happened to that imposter? What happened to that imposter? Hey, wait a minute. Numpty, you silly boob. I just realised. You're right. At the Book of the Sun, didn't your mom pop into your room? Wait a minute. Didn't your mum pop into your room the other day? Like, wait a minute. Don't you mean, didn't your mum phone you on the telephone? And then you went and opened the door to her? Huh? How does that happen? If you live with someone, they don't normally call you on the telephone. Anyway. This is for everyone as soon as they are back in stock. Let's see. Let's see what that is. From Metal Dog Rides. Let's see. Don't you live with your mummy? Isn't that your basement? You must live in your basement. Good gosh. No, you must live in your parents' basement. Oh, God. Oh, yep. Great. Thanks for that. I'm going to remove your wrench, but I'm going to show it. Thank you. Metal Dog Rides. Close this. Display capture. What's this? It's Waterstones. What is it? It's Waterstones. The Book of the Sun. Flat Earth. Now this Flat Earth, I have to say, was my sister's fault. She said, we have to say what it is. I said, put geography or even geology. But she's put Flat Earth. Anyway, yeah, I would have that off. I would have, in fact, I might see if what I can do about that. Because it would be off-putting to people. Instead, if they pick the Book of the Sun and they start reading, I go, what the heck is this? But anyway, maybe I'm just fantasizing that some of the people that buy it will not already know. I don't know. You can live and dream. Dreams are free after all. But yeah, thanks for that. Oh yes, I was gonna go to this channel. Let's see if it's still there. It's just so tragic. It's right. And it's so gaslighty to people. Just waiting for the thing to load and then I will show it. Gosh, it is so sad. Here, I'm going to show it. Do you guys remember when that imposter left the Flat Earth? I'm leaving the Flat Earth. And then, watch. Let's go to about. Let's go to about. Joined July 21st, 2019. It's only had 5,760 views. When's this? This is about 4 weeks after it left. That's right, it just couldn't bear it. So returned. But instead of great fanfare, see these videos? Yeah. Instead of great fanfare, yay, the imposter's back. No fanfare. People didn't bother. And of course, because people didn't bother, the story became, it's not really the same one. No, it's not really the same one. It's a different one. It's like, oh, really? Are you sure? Are you sure that you're sure? Or are you just saying that because not many people bothered? Can you prove it's not the same one? You can't, can you? Oopsies. Right, back in the chat. I'm looking specifically for those silly globe links. Like one calls himself Numpty. Numpty, why don't you change your channel name to Mongo? I mean, you could change your channel name to Mongo. Or Dum Dum. Or Dim Dim. Yeah, just saying. Or you're poking fun at Wally. Where's Wally? Should I show that? Yeah, I'm going to. Show. Oh, I bet it just closed the other thing. Where's Wally? This is so laughable. So, you know when you're looking at cosmology, then you hear them saying, so, this is how fast this is moving away from that. But it's moving towards so fast. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Wait, can't be moving away and moving towards. You like from the globe Earth mind, it's like, what must be happening is object, space between. The space between is growing, but object is moving towards faster than the space between is growing. Like, that's not what this is going away from this means. And when the words are, this is going away from this so fast, but because this is moving towards this so fast. So I'm going to go to Where's Wally? Where's Wally? Just absolutely, I mean, for a while I thought these guys are just a little bit confused with people like Wolfie6020 and Wally. They're confused, just a bit confused. No, it's like, no, they're not just a bit confused. They're very, very stupid. So, makes a video, I'm just pulling it up. He makes a video where he's obviously shining a torch. Let me see, I have a torch. Yeah, here's a torch. And here's a red pen. It's not really going to work, but you'll see what I mean. Because, well, torch and pen. Right, so, pen lid, right? It's red, you can see red because of that light. Okay, now, torch. Like, look, torch, it has a beam. Okay, let's see what that beam's like. Right, it's on, okay. Now, finger, see this finger? In fact, I'll do it this way because of the background. Okay, so here. There's the beam. Okay, so it has a beam that spreads kind of like so. So if you aim it, you can aim it to illuminate things. Good gosh, who'd have thought of... So where's Wally trying to say? The light of the sun falling on a vehicle, if it's highly polished, it's not going to reflect. Look! if I shine like this, can't see it, right? So I show it, like, you're complete and utter moron. You're just angling your light, aren't you? That's what you're doing, you dim. So he does it again, only this time from below. Oh wait, am I sharing? Yes, I am. Great. Watch him struggle. I'm going to play with audio. It's just, you couldn't get better. It's just absolutely, just amazing. So, because we caught him illuminating by, well, struggling with the torch, and he wasn't behind the camera, and saying, well, you're not behind the camera because we don't see the shadow. So he's like, right, I'll do it again. This time I'll angle the torch from below and from behind the camera. Thanks for jumping to my orders. I'm going to play it with the audio, because the audio is like, wait, rewind to the, where, here. Okay. There. Let's play. It's just amazing. Amazing. Hey, where's the audio?
That is the before shot, so...
Dim, I had the muted. Right, so let's see.
Where's Wally? Trying to explain how right now you can't see any red.
I'm not joking in the video. This is the clip where he's explaining that you can't see bright red if it's very shiny. When light is falling onto the red, you can't see it because it's very shiny.
Well, Antonio, that is the before shot, so I guess I probably was trying to show you that the vehicle was red at that point.
At that point, when light was falling on it. You know, if you're ever actually talking to somebody who's that stupid that they really don't get simple principles, that's what it's like with these guys. They really, it really is. And they stumble, like they trip themselves up. So he now shows the same thing, but kind of the same thing, but from a different angle altogether, angling the light differently. Remember, this is all supposed to be where there's nothing between the sun and the vehicle. Nothing to cast shadow on the vehicle. Just straight sun and vehicle.
You know, I kind of saw it later where I thought, well, Antonio won't be that intellectually dishonest, will he?
What? Showing what he shows? Here he's angling the beam, so only the fringes of the beam are touching the white, and very little, the only part that's touching the red of the car is what's reflecting back from the white, but not directly from the beam. Hence why you can see a little bit of red.
Well, the torch that he's got, he's aiming it above the car so that only the fringes of the beam are reaching the white paper. That's what he's doing, because the sun can do that in space too.
Okay, Antonio, so now you did actually think that it was only the angle of the torch and I was just hitting it with the edge of the beam. Man, you're going to read it and weep when you see what I show you next.
Not really, not really, and neither all the people in the chat. Watch.
Wait a second, we don't see the shadow of the camera on the car. Wasn't just like the Tesla, was it? It was, you didn't have a light on your head.
This is just like giving a person enough rope and waiting for him to hang themselves. So now he thinks I didn't have the camera behind. Well, I put the camera behind and I...
So, Antonio highlights that I didn't have the camera behind the torch behind the camera because you can't see the torch's the camera's shadow. Hence, the torch was not on the other side of the camera because you can't see the camera's shadow. So I went and put the torch behind the camera. It's like, yes, I know, because before it wasn't behind the camera, moron. Thanks for proving my point. Just one other point.
The shadow on it just for you, Antonio. Oh man, you're going to love this video.
What?
The beam's not falling on the car. That's why you can't see the red.
What Antonio failed to do, but...
Wait a minute. we can see the shadow of something. Well, we can see the shadow being cast onto a red car. But no, if you're thinking that, you're wrong. You're seeing a shadow being cast onto a car that's red, but you can't see it's red. No, all you're seeing is black. All of the car is just black.
Of course, I did do was actually go and do the test, even though I'm doing it again.
You see all of that red that you can see? You can't see that. That's right. These are not, what is it, that Jedi mind trick? These are not the droids you're looking for. See that red? That's not the red.
Okay, so this time I put the shadow so it does shine over the car, Antonio, so you can see that the light is clearly right behind the camera, just like it was on Starman.
Now, oops, 1 second. Hi, I can't talk right now. I'm streaming. Can I call you back? Oh, okay. So, let's go through this absolutely hilarious thing. So, he's showing the shadow onto a red car. He's forgotten he's supposed to be showing the shadow onto a car where you can't see any red. Okay, he's forgotten that part. But just in case, whilst he's explaining about the shadow, he crops the frame. What you're going to see is apparent zooming. That's not zooming where he's zoomed with the camera. That's post-processing where he has cropped the frame. It's called Ken Burns, and it crops the frame and it moves it in. How can you tell that? Well, because he's forgotten about the shadow, which is what he's talking about. He's talking about the shadow, but he crops the car because he's about to do a little trick with his torch where he's got to move it up and down so the beam only catches a little bit.
Okay, so this time I put the shadow so it does shine over the car, Antonio.
See this zooming part thing? And you see how... Oh, it's just so funny.
What I did do was actually go and do the test, even though I'm doing it again.
So, hey Antonio, you said I didn't have the camera between the torch and the car. Well, I went out and put the camera between the torch and the car. Yeah, okay. You can see the red. Let's crop the image.
Okay, so this time I put the shadow so it does shine over the car, Antonio, so you can see that the light is clearly right behind the camera, just like it was on Starman. And guess what the highly polished reflected red car is doing? It's letting the light reflect away. Now, it doesn't just slide off like you straw-manned. It
Wait a minute. We can all see red there.
actually reflects off. And now if you lift the light high, you can see. Oh, look at that. And you drop the light low, and now you can't see again. The red goes black.
Listen to what he's saying. All of the red that you're seeing on your screen, you're not seeing. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Actually reflects off. And now if you lift the light high, you can see. Oh, look at that. And you drop the light low, and now you can't see again. The red goes black.
I know. You might be thinking, wait a minute, he's just doing the same thing as before, only from below instead of from above. That's all he's doing. That's why he's cropped the frame. Of course, that's all he's doing. Like, it's very simple. You don't have to be a genius to figure it out. The reason he's got that black cap behind the red one is so you won't see the shadow of the red one on the thing over there. It's very simple. But the poor Dim Dim, he keeps saying, so now you can't see any red, right? You can't see any red. Like, yes, we can see it right there.
Did you notice those little red bottle caps? They're not going black. I wonder why. Can you answer?
Then he says, can you see those red... I'm just doing the same as I did with Vsauce. Can you see those red bottle caps? They're not going black. Unfortunately for him, at the same time as he says they're not going black, they go black. Let's go back. I mean, you really can't make this.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Let's play it though with audio.
And you drop the light low, and now you can't see again. The red goes black.
Watch. Listen.
Did you notice those little red bottle caps? They're not going black.
They're not going black. Hello. Let's go back to exactly when he says the word black. It's here. Hello. Gone black.
I wonder why. Can you answer that one? Do you know?
Look. It went black. Can you see how they're all black? Why? Because of shadow, that's right. But the sun and the vehicle, no shadow. Ah, look. See those bottle caps? They're not black. These are not the droids you're looking for. Like, really, this is just so beautiful. I'm sure that there are Monty Python guys, Michael Palin, John Cleese, Terry Jones, Terry Gilliam, watching this going, oh my God, if only we thought of doing this.
Over the car, Antonio, so you can see that the light is clearly right behind the camera, just like it was on Starman. And
just please pay attention to when he says they don't go black.
guess what the highly polished reflected red car is doing?
Listen.
It's letting the light reflect away. Now, it doesn't just slide off like you strawmanned.
No. He says, it doesn't slide off like you strawmanned. It's like, no. Poor Wally is forgotten. Just like he's forgotten what he's doing and the things that he's saying versus what he's showing. He was saying, very reflective car will make the light slip off. Then I said, wait, you're actually saying that the light's going to slip off like rainwater? He's like, no, you tried to strawman that.
Actually reflects off. And now if you lift the light high, you can see. Oh, look at that. And you drop the light low, and now you can't see again. The red goes black. Did you notice those little red bottle caps? They're not going black. I wonder why.
They're just... Oh.
Can you answer that one?
Yeah, the answer is they did, you blind fool. They did go black. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Can you see those?
I don't know.
Let's go back a little bit.
Those.
Let's look at how he's angling the light off from the left.
No.
Watch. He's moving to the left. Just watch. Oh, look. Shadow. Shadow's falling from one thing to another. But wait. The Tesla Roadster had nothing to cast shadow on it apart from the frame holding the camera. So why didn't the light just fall on it? Magic, that's why. Angling beams of torches, that's why.
And then I walked around the back of the car and oh, look at that. Oh, didn't expect to see that, did I?
Did it surprise you, Wally?
Okay, here's where
Right, so here.
Antonio fails a little bit more.
Now, and I love this. It's just like saying, look, stupido. You can't have something moving away while moving towards. It's just not possible. Sorry, you might think it is, but it isn't. Okay? You can't have light falling on an object unobstructed, not falling on an object unobstructed. You just can't have that. So, you can't have the sun behind us falling on the earth and somehow avoiding the Tesla Roadster. You can't have that. And that's without me even going into the whole of the whole Tesla Roadster thing, where the earth in the background glitched out, while the Tesla Roadster in the foreground didn't glitch out. It was brilliant, folks. I mean, there was just so much. We had a whale of a time when this came out. But no, now, see direct light falling on the Tesla Roadster from the sun. Well, no, it's avoiding it. Instead, it's hitting the earth, and then the earth is reflecting on the Tesla Roadster without illuminating the Tesla Roadster. Okay, so the earth is hitting the Tesla Roadster, and the white light from the earth is not showing the red of the Tesla Roadster. Is that how reflected light works? No, that's not how reflected light works. Oh, okay. Huh.
He's going to show us the black car in space with the blue Earth behind it, and he's trying to work out why we don't see blue light reflecting off of a red car.
Why is the white light of the clouds not shining on the car, showing the car being red?
But of course we do see the white clouds reflecting off it. Blue coming off of red. I wonder if
Blue coming off of red. What's blue? What are you referring to as blue? Is it just blue light coming from the Earth?
Only the artist can figure that out.
We can see the Earth's reflection on the car. Somehow, the Earth's light is not showing us the car's colour.
That's right. Now, you might notice, some of you observant ones, the helmet of the creature. What is that creature? It's a puppet mannequin thing. Yeah, just so people can, for the very stupids who'd see a car and not be able to say, and the driver sits there, right? So for those people, let's put a mannequin. That's right. Make it easier for them. Now, you might notice, mannequin helmet, illuminated on the left side by, well, the Earth far away in the background. Very good. Illuminated on the right side by the sun. It's avoiding the rest of the car, apart from the wing mirror. That's right. It's avoiding it. Just catching the head.
Oh dear. But it gets better. At 5,000 kilometres.
And then this. That was just, that's just amazing.
Apparently, that only makes a very small little pointy shadow of the Earth. Forget that. It's just another crazy talk from Mr. Wally. But
now, this is what they told us about Starman. Starman, he puts his boots on at Lapland, gets on his thing, and he goes and gives presents to all the Christian children.
And lastly, I'll just show you a little diagram of the orbit of the Starman. It was
Hey, can you show us a diagram of the orbit of Santa Claus?
1,000 kilometres above the Earth, which gives it a circumference of around 71,000 kilometres.
Oh.
Which means the maximum shadow, Earth shadow, would be the diameter of the Earth, which is about 12,000.
Oh.
But it's likely a lot less because it has to go directly through the centre of the shadow to do that. If it just skimmed the edge, it would be a lot less, and that's exactly what it seemed to do. It was only in the shadow.
And that's exactly what it seemed to do? Oh. It seemed like Santa Claus didn't even stop on his sleigh. Magically, all those children got gifts. It seemed like he didn't even get off the sleigh.
For a short period. So it seems like it just skimmed the edge of the shadow.
So it seems like, I'm not reversing by the way, he just said that twice. Seemed like.
So, Antonio, in summary, because it's true,
in summary,
was behind the camera, as you can see by the shadow. The black did not always reflect when the angle was low, as you can see by the red cap still reflecting, yet the red paintwork was not reflecting.
What? No. It's only when you had it at a very specific angle. The rest of the time we can see plainly what's going on. You can see, well, there's a red cap and it's on the top of a red car.
So clearly I didn't have the light at a tricky angle. I wasn't doing anything.
Yes, you were, Dim. We can tell exactly what... In fact, we can tell what angle you had it at, well, from what we're seeing on the screen.
Weird or wonderful or surreptitious, it was just all as it was, and I've shown you even more clearly this time, so sorry to destroy your dream.
Look, you're supposed to be showing, so you understand, Wally, let's play some more.
Anything weird or wonderful or surreptitious, it was just all as it was.
There. Now, you're showing shadow falling on the car. You're showing shadow falling onto a red car. You're showing shadow falling onto the red portion of a red car. Not the dark side of the car where the light's not reaching. You're showing it onto the front and the illuminated red car. The video that you're critiquing is one, let me see, if you even show it, where the shadow on the Tesla Roadster was somehow not showing red. Oh no, it doesn't show it in this one. Never mind. You're showing red when you're supposed to be showing that there's no red. Do you understand? Am I getting through to you at all? Look, let me highlight with the cursor. Let me see which display tab I have. Okay, here. Right. See my cursor right there. See this front edge? Red. See until here? Red. All of this red. The image is supposed to be replicating. All of this should be black, and yet shadow falling on it. I know, amazing, isn't it? Just go ahead and replicate that, and then pass me a link. Oh, okay, enough of that. Where am I? Good Lord, good Lord. These are not the droids you're looking for. You're not seeing red. You're not seeing red. I like. This really is Monty Python level hilarity. Annie. Right, listen to this hopeless man boy. Great, thanks for that. He is a hopeless man boy. I mean, if he thinks you can't see red, and he's saying you can't see red, and when the shadow goes on the thing, they don't go black. Like, dude, when you said the word black, it went black. Like, how? It's very unlucky for you. You just, if that's what he's like when he's executing something like a physical test and then voicing it in a video, if that's how clumsy he is with that, I dread to see how clumsy he is in the real world, lumbering around. Like, really. Like, oh, I'm sorry I hit you with my car door. I thought you were much, much, much farther away. That's a kind of clumsiness. Like, clunk, clunk. Huh? My door won't open. Clunk, clunk. What could be happening? 30th password up next to a wall. I can't have that wall very far away. Can tell by the shadows falling on it. Oh. So, Cernout. What's Cernout saying? The camera many flat earthers use can zoom into bird stacks from dozens of kilometers away. Yes. That's right. Cernout. That's right. No, you don't see the details. But, you know. Let's see. Wait a second. Just a second. I'm just checking something in the chat. And then I'm going to go. Let's see. Okay. For where Wally often red is often blacked out. Oh, that's a good one, Alexander Lightwater. For where's Wally, often red is often blacked out. He's just got a thing about red, the poor Dim Dim. Like, really? You can't see any red. It's like, you mean apart from that red right there? You can't see it. It is just so funny. Like, Schadenfreude is a bit, you know, somebody like walks into something, you go, walked into something. But with this, it's just, it is so funny. Sometimes I'll be in bed, just about to go off to sleep, and I'll just be mulling over the day and remember something that Globelink has done, and I'll just like, it will wake me up, because you know when you're sleeping, when you lay down and suddenly you chuckle. Yeah. Anyway. So now, Cosmic Surfer, make friends please. Flat Earth data. This means we'll put you. No. Wait a second. Okay, I'm going to show that. It's a bit abstract. Flat Earth data. It's a bit abstract. A bit cryptic, not abstract. Well, yeah, also abstract, but cryptic. Alexander Lightwater. Red tart. Oh no, red tart. Oh, Alexander Lightwater. Wide awake. Numpty writes, this is brilliant. Great deductive reasoning shown thus far. Wide awake. Having a cropped sensor gives you distortion with certain lens. A full sensor, there is no distortion. Okay. Awesome. Yes, AI is useful, but I need a new camera. Would be saving to get Orbs Realm. I want a. Never mind. I'm gonna get an IR camera, but yeah, no. An IR sensor for this camera, for the P1000. Multi-tom-tom, there are lots of Australian shills. There are lots of shills all over the place. Yep. But the vast majority of the people are not shills. And the vast majority of the people are just like, right now, 96 watching, maybe 20 or 30 commenting. The vast majority of the people are just like, well, that Globelink seems a bit ridiculously stupid. Like he literally showed the shadow making the object go black, as he says. You can see that the shadow doesn't make the object go black. Like, literally, like synced. Almost as if he timed it to make himself look stupid. The majority of the people watching this are not commenting in the chat. So, yeah. So, Wide Awake writes to Numpty. Numpty, distortion is caused by weather conditions, not so much sensor size. That's right, Numpty. Now, Numpty writes at Wide Awake, have you done more than 12 hours a day, 5 days a week for over 15 years? Numpty, what? Have you been doing something for more than 12 hours a day for 5 years? Sorry, more than 12 hours a day, 5 days a week for over 15 years and not seen that the Earth is flat? Is that what you've been doing, Numpty? Cosmic Surfer, yes, I know, that's why I said make friends. I could see you'd read, and this is what happens also, so now, sarcasm, it doesn't play. It doesn't, sarcasm or irony, it just doesn't play. It doesn't read. You have to like emphasize. Oh, I use capitals when I'm being sarcastic. Oh, well, that was good. You know, that kind of thing. But never mind. Right, guys, I'm gonna go. Wide Awake, good to come back. Numpty, what do? You sit in front of a camera screen watching security footage? I bet you yes. I bet you that's what he does. And he's not like, well, I can't say that now. Because I was saying technical stuff, well, technical sounding stuff. As if the sensor can't translate atmospheric distortions. As if that doesn't happen in the real world. Then it is so, everything SpaceX does is fake. Yes, apart from they build stuff big stuff. I go, look, we built a big stuff. Like, oh, very good. Anyway, guys, really, I'm going. I need the loo and stuff. So I've enjoyed this. Go back to the beginning where fish slap some truth into some charlatany physics charlatans. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm going. Go back to the start, please, if you haven't seen it. Right. Hello, everyone.